Hi, I'm Daephine and welcome to my first YouTube tutorial ever. I'm going to show you how to plant a succulent in a cute little pot. So I'm just showing you the materials you'll need. This is a painted terracotta planter that I did myself with y'all on it for some extra Texas twang. And then I'm showing you the decorative rocks that I'm using. And obviously we have a succulent and some dirt there. In the next scene, I'm going to show you how to go ahead and how to remove the plant from the temporary planter so that we can move it into its new home. Usually what I'll do is I'll start with the plant and squeeze the sides of the planter just to make sure that the dirt loosens up. Normally when you get plants from the nursery, the soil is packed on pretty tight, so you want to loosen up the soil just to make sure you're easily able to remove the plant. And you always want to grab by the stem. You don't want to touch the leaves too much or anything. Succulents usually have a protective coating, so you want to avoid touching the leaves too much. So then here I'm just removing any extra soil that's caked onto the roots. You want to do that before you move it into the planter just to make sure when you do water the plant that the water actually goes into the roots and doesn't just bounce off of the soil that's caked onto the plant. If this plant is not getting enough water, it will die, as well as it will die when you overwater it. So you just want to be careful about watering. So here I am finishing up removing all of the dirt. You don't have to be perfect, just make sure that most of the caked on dirt is removed. And then I'm just kind of holding it over the pot, adding a little bit of dirt underneath, and then sprinkling dirt all around the plant and making sure it's evenly distributed. You also kind of want to pack on the dirt a little bit as well. You want to make sure that it's not too packed, but definitely add a little bit of pressure so that there's enough dirt to cover the roots and for it to be nice and stable in its new home. There I'm just using that extra dirt that I scraped off of the roots just to make sure that there's enough in there. And I also added a little bit more after I cut the scene. And then just adding a little bit more package onto the top. Then we're going to go ahead and put our decorative rocks on the top. These are kind of little sparkly silver and black moon rocks, I call them. I'm just making sure that they completely cover the top layer of the soil and looks pretty and even all the way across. And here I am just finishing up with watering the plant. The plant did seem a little bit dry, so I want to make sure to water. But here's really where you want to be careful with succulents. You don't want to overwater succulents. And underwatering is okay, but you definitely want to avoid overwatering at all costs. And that's why these succulents are a little bit better for forgetful people, because it will forgive you if you do forget to water. So I would say it's better to forget to water than to overwater the plant. If you're not sure when to water, just check the soil and see if it's damp in any sort of way. If it is, avoid watering. And here I am just letting the water run through the pot and making sure that it goes all the way through. Usually want to make sure that the water is dripping down through the drainage hole at the bottom of the pot. And there I can see that the water is running all the way through. Just make sure that you fully saturate the soil, and then you can kind of forget about it for maybe about 2 weeks or so. Check the soil again, see if it's dry, and go ahead and water it if you need to. And there's the finished product, looking super cute with my y'all pot. Thank you so much for watching. If you do want to see future tutorials like this, let me know. And I hope you like it. Hit like if you like. And have a great day. Bye.